And back now with a look at the departure ceremony for the 276th Military Police Company at the D.C. Armory today. 35 members of the D.C. National Guard unit heading to Kuwait as part of Operation Enduring Freedom. About half of them have been deployed in that region before. So those MPs right there are heading out as the crisis in Iraq intensifies.
Rebecca Cooper at the live desk tonight. She's got more on the U.S. response. Rebecca?
Well, Leon, the Pentagon says a series of heavy U.S.-led airstrikes has consolidated the hold Iraqi and Kurdish forces now have on crucial areas that were once held by ISIL forces. But as the Obama administration vows justice for the beheading of American Jim Foley, tonight Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel says ISIL represents a grave threat to U.S. national security. As U.S. airstrikes continue today, Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel insists the attacks are working, but says both he and President Obama are very clear about the threat that ISIL poses.
We are pursuing a long-term strategy against ISIL because ISIL clearly poses a long-term threat.
And from the Justice Department, Attorney General Eric Holder announced a criminal investigation is being launched into the brutal beheading of journalist Jim Foley.
We have long memories, and our reach is very wide. We will not forget what happened, and people will be held accountable, one way or the other.
But critics claim the White House reluctance to use stronger military force has emboldened the Islamic State terrorists, who now openly taunt the U.S. on social media.
They actually take pictures of their atrocities and post them online, calling it a preview of what we can expect in America.
ISIL forces are vowing American hostage Steven Sotloff, a contributor to Time magazine, will be next. Today in Florida, his mother remained guarded, but said her son is still alive.
He's still alive, so there's nothing to say.
But no one inside the White House is commenting today on whether a rescue attempt may be made, after the White House confirmed last night a top-secret mission earlier this summer was launched, involving such elite units as Delta Force and Navy SEALs. Dozens of forces helicoptered to a base where Foley and others were believed to be held, only to discover the hostages had been moved. Now, this afternoon, Secretary Hagel defended the White House decision to reveal that rescue attempt, saying news organizations already had some information to reveal. But retired military commanders told us today the White House should have simply said no comment rather than reveal details about U.S. secret missions. In the newsroom, Rebecca Cooper, ABC 7 News.
All right, thank you, Rebecca.